What's up, Tuckers? My name's Terry Mizell, and you're watching Tucked and Loaded. I am your Lady Sunday, and I'm here to talk a little bit about some stuff for you. This week's theme, as you may have noticed, is RuPaul's Drag Race and how we feel about it. Our general thoughts, feelings, perceptions, what have you. So I'm just going to go on and talk a little bit about it. First of all, I'd just like to say that I'm really glad that RuPaul's Drag Race not only exists, but is so prevalent in the media. I feel like the drag scene as a whole would still be much more underground and much more black sheep style than it is already. Like, it's because of Drag Race existing and being, in front of people and being something that you can turn your TV on and see. It brings it into the living room. It makes it acceptable. It makes drag something that people can do and something that people can be seen doing, as opposed to something that must strictly be done under the cover of Nightfall that you have to hide from everybody. Obviously, there are still people out there who feel the need to hide and who have to based on their situations. A good friend of mine has been doing drag for many years, lives with her parents, and her parents still don't know she does drag. She keeps, like, her wigs and things in between clothes, like, in her closet, just, like, hanging there, so that they don't find them. And it's sad. It's awful that there's still those, like, prejudices and there's still those, like, reasons to hide and not really express who you are and keep it hidden from some people. But she also has the outlet to go out on stage in full drag and be this big, fabulous creature that no one can really clock, and no one can say, you know what, bitch, you can't be doing that, because she'll say, you know what, fuck you, and go out and do it anyway. Problems with RuPaul's Drag Race. Do I have them? Yes. As many may comment, RuPaul's Drag Race has created the society of people who feel that they're over-entitled sort of experts on drag simply because they turned on the TV and watched a show on it, when that obviously is not the case. They feel like they can pick up some, like, terms that are thrown around the show, i.e. fish, or busted, or, camp, or whatever, and feel like they know the textbook definition of these, when they really don't. They heard it said on a TV show one time. And so what they then see on the show and see presented to them becomes the only standard of drag that they will ever see. So anything that steps outside of those boxes, i.e. the really campy queens, or, like, really, like, extravagant, edgy queens that are out there, or, like, butch drag queens, like Grace Towers, who lives in San Diego, or San Francisco, rather. She's originally from San Diego, but she always has a beard, and does these really, like, edgy, awesome outfits, and she doesn't really ever tuck either, which, don't have a problem with it. It's her look, and her look is freaking amazing. But because of Drag Race, people like them aren't given much credit anymore, because people who do watch the show and have that as their only standard of what drag is are not receptive to people like them. So they then are turned off to what could potentially be something amazing and something incredible. Well, like, instead they're just stuck in their little boxes, like, covering their ears and saying, nah, 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 I don't hear you. Which really sucks. There are also problems within the industry itself that are sort of caused by RuPaul's Drag Race. What was I just talking about?
There are certain standards.
So, as I was saying, there are problems that are spawned within the industry itself, too, from RuPaul's Drag Race. I know there are many senior queens, those who have been doing it for countless years, like a good friend of mine who was my first real taste of drag. She has been doing drag for, I want to say, around 25 years. And because of Drag Race, she had a very stable sort of career in the industry, per se. She was often booked, hosting various things and whatever. But when Drag Race came around, instead of, booking people like her, people would rather book a Drag Race girl. And her career really suffered because of it. And she, I don't want to say sort of went belly up, but she really did. Just because of the fact that people didn't really want anything to do with her anymore, because they could have something that's put on TV instead. And that is sort of the problem with bringing something that's so underground mainstream, is a lot of the true essence of it and a lot of what was really originally celebrated in the scene gets lost, because it's become so whitewashed, so middle America, so, bland. So yeah. I mean, with the good comes the bad. Am I glad Drag Race is around? Absolutely. I've personally benefited from it in many different ways. Like having my drag mom being Raja, for example. Because of Drag Race, I have almost all of my makeup. So, I mean, my entire makeup kit is essentially like Kryl on, and more Kryl on. So, I mean, I didn't have to pay for it, and it's great makeup. So I mean, obviously there's more perks than me getting free shit, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I guess those are my thoughts and feelings on Drag Race, what it has done for us as a community, how it helps us, how it hinders us, and the like. So comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.